I know why you're here. You're the informant, aren't you? Mm-hmm. How can you tell that I was here for your information? Well, no one goes in here willingly. Unless they have a specific reason to be here. And you look like you're not from around here. So I doubt you're just a tourist looking out around at the sights. Okay. So you have information. Give it to me. Sure thing. What your boss is looking for is where the ancient giant sleeps. You rest in this place, far secluded. It's not on any map you'll find, but I can tell you where it's nearby. It's south from what was I saying? Sorry. It's south from both Magenta Island and Shamrock Island. It's this volcano. Yeah. Does it have a name? Unfortunately, that I don't know. It's been lost to time. Alright. Thanks. There's more. But before we can get into that, we'll cut away to our buddies in the other part of the slums. Quick question though. Misha and Misha, do you follow Chef? Or do you just let him go off on his own?
Great question. I feel like she'll stay back because one, if it doesn't go right, she does not want to be like within the vicinity of what could potentially happen if a exorcism fails. So, out of respect and making sure she doesn't get harmed, she stays back.
Okay. In that case, Misha will as well. So...
It's just me?
Yep. It's just you, Chef, as you walk back.
Boy!
I just realized I was off mic, but what about the promise? You gotta end Chef if necessary.
What?
I don't want to go through that again.
This is what Raikou must have meant, isn't it?
Whoa. Anyways.
The lack of trust.
I'm gonna have to talk with you later, Mr. Man.
Alright, so, Terry, so you've had your, talk, you've been talking with Claire about your plan to try to, we're bringing the band back together, but, you go take a bit of a walk, try to check in on how everyone's doing now that their spirits have been uplifted, and then you see that Chef has returned.
Oh, Chef. I thought you made your merry way already. Where's the rest of your friends?
They're staying behind. There's something that one of them made an off comment about, and I realized, I might actually be able to do that.
Do what?
Okay, bit of a problem.
Oh, a medical problem. Oh, you should have just told me from the beginning. Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, you wanna come with me to my office then?
Yes, let's have that doctor-patient confidentiality.
Yeah. And
we'll say that Claire.
Can it be like a different room in my house?
Yeah. We'll say that like Claire is like, Claire's like we'll say that Claire's like off somewhere else, just like taking a walk somewhere else, giving y'all some privacy.
Don't worry, my friend's not even here, so you don't gotta worry about anything.
Okay, so, so, a while back, I ate this Pokemon's finger.
Why would you do something like that?
I was using the move Bite.
Oh.
Against this very scary looking haunter, and
a haunter, wow.
And after we defeated the haunter, apparently, that bit of the Haunter continued to live on inside of me, and I've spoken with this one Pokemon I've met before called Roosevelt, who explained to me that this is a shadow Pokemon. I think it was Roosevelt that explained that to me.
Roosevelt and I have run into these types of mons in the past.
You know Roosevelt?
Yes.
They were
Oh.
part of the same team.
I didn't realize that.
Should Chef know that?
Yeah, that's the thing. It hasn't. Like I said it out of character, but that really wasn't like apparent at first.
Yeah.
So
Chef
he
would
doesn't
probably
know.
that.
He just knows that it's just a random dude named Roosevelt.
Well, not really random, because he knows that he can turn into a Mew.
Was also kind of being
Yeah.
he's also kind of Mew.
Roosevelt refused to give an explanation, though. I would like to make it clear, though. Refused
An
to
explanation
elaborate.
for Shadow Pokemon?
No,
It's something
refused.
else?
No, refused to explain why he can turn from a toucan into a Mew.
Yeah, I'm not really gonna bring that part up.
already
But I am a
knows.
little interested in the fact that you knew Roosevelt. Anyway, that's not what we're talking about. Roosevelt said that I needed to go get this purified, and he also told me to resist it as much as I could.
Oh
But
yes.
for a good period, I didn't, and then it got stronger.
And then it combined
I
with
heard-
another shadow Pokemon.
And yes, and then it combined with another shadow Pokemon called Dark Void. I can't remember what it's called.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
So it fused, it became stronger, and you're having difficulty.
Yes, because it could. After we defeated that shadow Pokemon, it hopped into me, and then Black Fog killed that shadow Pokemon and absorbed its essence. And then it took control of my body, and then I harmed my friends. So now I really just want this thing gone. I also want it to like rest in peace or something, because it's already dead. It's just living on in me.
Yeah, perhaps that is the best solution, of course.
Well,
Those
I
types
can't-
and all usually sticking around when they shouldn't be.
I just
Quick,
don't know
quick,
how
quick
to
thing
get
of
rid of it.
quick thing of note, though, Terry. As you're hearing this, you then remember something important, something that's actually very important to your adventure in the past.
Let me just quickly think on this.
Your previous encounters with shadow Pokemon led you to believe that ghost type Pokemon cannot become shadow Pokemon. So him describing that there was this weird haunter that was believed to be a shadow Pokemon that's now possessing him, it contradicts the previous information that you knew. And what you do know is that the same corruption that turns other Pokemon into shadow Pokemon makes ghost type Pokemon sick, which is what almost happened to your sister. However, you're able to cure her. But now you're hearing that a different haunter has apparently become a shadow Pokemon.
Oh, I
I was
fear
looking at
that.
him pondering, and I'm like,
I fear that your predicament is far worse than we could have anticipated, actually, because due to my past dealings with shadow Pokemon, ghosts should not be shadow Pokemon at all, but instead just be affected in a different manner, a manner in which they have a state of illness. So the fact that a haunter, yeah, wow, a haunter was able to just possess you and also be part shadow, and to further absorb other mons for its strength is just, wow, really unheard of.
can you help me?
Chef,
if
real quick, Chef, just to jog your
Yeah.
memory, because this happened a while back, real world. You do have a possible idea as to why this whole thing with a ghost Pokemon being a ghost type being a shadow Pokemon is possible. Because
Oh, because it was something to do with that Sneasler that
yes,
died after being puppeteered with shadow stuff.
is that the Shadow Haunter you encountered was a different Pokemon that died after it became a Shadow Pokemon.
That. I say that.
Yeah. So basically, Chef explains that he had learned that the spirit possessing him used to be a different Pokemon that was turned into a Shadow Pokemon before dying and coming back as a Haunter.
So it died and became a haunter. It's not a born haunter.
Hmm.
Okay. So what I'm going to do, right? Or out of character, if I could do something like this, I'm just trying to gauge. I'm just want to try and gauge the power of this spirit within you.
All right, and Terry, since we're gonna give a little bit of some interesting lore bits with from my previous campaign, Order of Eternity. Terry, you have some minor experience with purifying shadow Pokemon. It's different from Slim, and it was only a one-time thing. However, your connection with a certain divine legendary Pokemon might help you right now.
My old connection?
Yeah. Although it's been some time, so who knows? But you can always give it a shot.
Wait, like, should I contact it?
I mean, do you remember what happened with it in the previous campaign? I'm just saying that maybe there could be some leftover power that you could tap into.
Yeah, power. Like, yeah, I'm not going to them anymore for that. So I should just cut to the chase and try to purify. You're saying?
Yeah, try to use some of that power if possible.
Jack, you're scaring me with this. Why are you doing this, Jack?
I'm cooking.
Stop giving Layla ideas.
All right, Chef.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna need your okay for me to start this. Okay.
Oh. Okay.
All right. Let me just get warmed up.
I give consent to this procedure.
Yeah.
Now
We're
sign
starting
at
the process.
Now sign at the dotted line. I'm kidding.
Oh no.
Gosh, the amount of times I had to sign stuff in the hospital.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna start drawing in the power of my past connection.
All right,
Oh,
so you try to draw on the power of your former connection with the Pokemon of Life, Xerneas. You severed that connection long ago, but before that, you previously used that power to purify Shadow Pokemon. And so you hoped that the power that was left behind might help. And you feel some bit of power within you. And as you're doing that, your Mega Stone on wrapped around your head glows faintly. And Chef, your head gets fuzzy, and you start feeling lightheaded. And before
Could I use Recover to try and help with this at all?
Before you
Don't move.
Before you can try to do that, you lose consciousness as Terry in front of you, Chef's appearance slightly alters.
I'll do it. Give me a... Okay.
And Chef's eyes open, and they are menacing red as this ghostly aura forms around him, and these spectral hands form right next to him. What
Please
is
don't kill
this?
Gengar.
This
Please don't kill
strange
Gengar.
power. It's
He's just standing there, menacingly.
It's new to me. It's disgusting.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Please don't let me be the result of someone from Order of Eternity dying.
So Terry, you feel that like you're able to form some sort of connection, from this, but it's weak. But at least from what you can tell, this current state that Chef is in, it is, not positive, but he doesn't appear hostile, or at least lashing out. You don't feel like you're in danger.
So do I stop?
Do you want to stop?
I honestly, now that we're doing this, I kind of wish that I had a character sheet ready for you, but how about this? Roll me a d20 real quick.
Sure. I'll just do it on here.
All right, so you feel you feel a little bit like of life energy, but it's very weak. It's very dim. So you're already starting to feel a bit tired from this. This power, it's strange. It's deplorable to me, but it's not enough. It might be enough to annoy me, but you're gonna need far more than that to try to get rid of me. I'm going to use this body like a puppet for as long as I please. And then it fades away, and Chef, you immediately wake up. You do feel a little dizzy, but other than that, you don't feel anything negative. But yeah, Terry, you just met Black Fog.
Did it work?
Sadly, no. It was just a mere communication. I'm not as best as this as my buddy Slim is, to tell you the truth.
Well, it seems like that boss fight is still an option.
Slim? You be quiet, Jack.
I
You don't
say
gotta
this
worry about him.
as if I'm not someone who was traumatized by the last Chef boss fight.
I will not turn into a spirit tomb, alright? No.
Ugh, trust me, I already did
spirit
that.
tomb-
Don't say
Odd
spirit tomb in
keystone.
this house.
Yeah, instead of an odd keystone as a base, it's a Chef's corpse after hosting too many evil spirits.
Yeah.
That's what Spirit Tomb is. It's a stone that was
know.
too many evil spirits in it.
It reminds me of that one Spider-Man story where Eddie Brock dies within the symbiote, and Venom is just doing everything they can to keep the body together, but it's Eddie's long
So in
gone.
Legends Arceus, we know the spirits are like little harmless flame thingies, and these are not little harmless flame thingies, so it'd be even stronger.
Anyways, let's move on. So,
This
Terry, continue.
the spirit within you is very strong, but at least it's dormant within you. That's what I could piece together.
Wait, you're saying he can't... Well, no, he was able to take control right then and there. It seems like he's just waiting for something.
Biding his time.
Yeah. This is very rough. I'm working with, like, only 5 of the moves I can usually use.
How come?
Well, because the 6th one has been replaced with something called Shadow Panic. And it was a move that I liked using, but now every time I use it, he gets more powerful, so I'm just not using it. I'm glad I met this one guy on... Wait, if you knew Roosevelt, then you likely know this person. Auta?
Alta. Yes, tell me more about this person.
Yeah, he's a jerk, but...
I'm clipping this and sending it to John. Anyways, continue.
Me when Chef doesn't approve of murder.
Yeah, he's a little too murder happy, but
You probably wouldn't like Nightshade.
Ooh, Can we have Chef? Can we have Auto just reappear just to waste some food and then not appear again for the rest of the stream, just to get both crimes? Just
Let's
have both
see.
crimes.
Let me call John. Oh my god.
No. But
Now
he
that's
did
just
show me how capable I could be as a tank by actually using strength to pin my opponents down. It was helpful. And you mentioned Nightshade?
Yeah, you probably
I
wouldn't like
didn't
them.
I didn't realize Nightshade was part of this group that you guys are in. I have met Nightshade before. It was a while ago
And
though. Gosh, that was so long ago. That was the normal type trial where we had to fight God.
And
what?
we're the one you don't have a Z crystal for currently.
We fought a Mimikyu version of God.
A Mimikyu version. Was that Nightshade?
Yeah, it was Nightshade. We fought Nightshade.
Well, it was a friendly competition, wasn't it?
Sure. Ugh. It
Well,
was
yeah.
rough. Despite it being 6-on-1, we barely lived.
Why were you fighting the Mimikyu?
It was part of the trial. We needed to beat the Mimikyu in order to get the gem. It was a whole thing. It's not really related too much to this. I just
Right, all right. It looks like I gotta catch up with them, huh?
yeah. I just
So I know that I'm probably not the one to really assist you right now, but unfortunately, we do have to perhaps call up an old friend of mine to help you. He was incredible. Like back in the day, he was able to use uh, this type of energy that could purify in an instant shadow Pokemon.
Whoa. Are you talking about Roosevelt, the one who can heal you back to full HP with no injuries?
No, a different type of healing.
Oh.
One that's really severely uh, took a toll on him, I'd say.
Oh, so is he not as great nowadays?
Oh no, he is still uh,
Oh, okay.
an excellent fighter, and perhaps just like what I just did just now, he could tap into that potential of him. But we're gonna need to find him again.
Wait, you mean you don't? Alright, you guys have separated, so you likely don't know where everyone is. But are you at least keeping contact with everyone?
Well, I try to. Sometimes I don't get letters back.
How dare they not write back?
Oh, and recently I've been too busy with helping out this village to really get back into the swing of things.
Well, what was this individual's name again?
Ah, Slim.
Slim. Okay.
I don't think I
And
can give you his last name though. I don't think I'm allowed to.
Yeah, last name is Shady.
yeah, it's a little shady. Okay. Okay.
Me when the joke flies right over.
I understand
Jacob's
the joke, but we
okay,
are
I
on
was like-
stream.
It really is, truly is a miracle that you have met quite. You or like your teammates have met all of my teammates. But I don't want to leave
Yes,
this a
that's right, yeah,
chance.
because we met. Do we know that Metagross is a part of Order of Eternity?
He was.
Yeah,
Do
I
we
think
know
so.
that?
I think.
Well, there's two of them Ostinato hasn't met.
Yeah, we met this Metagross that could Mega Evolve and then just one shot this Alchemy in front of us. We met. Well, no, we haven't met all of them because there's this Slim guy that you're talking about. We haven't met him yet.
Ah,
And Terry, you know why they haven't met him.
well, yes. We can have this. We don't have to delve into where he is. I'll take care of that myself. But in the meantime, I'm gonna just give you my contact. Are we able to do that in this universe? Out of character?
I mean, I guess like, cause
Does Chef have a cell phone? Like,
no,
what?
the main way of contact is through letters or like teleportation. But unlike in Kalantos, they don't have teleportation squares outside of government mandated ones.
Thank goodness, because then if Chef had a cell phone, he could order ingredients on his phone, and that's terrible.
Yes!
Giving
Uber
access to his shop
Eats!
wherever he wants.
Uber Eats!
Shop wherever he wants? No,
Not
no,
the Uber
bad
Eats.
decision.
Not the Uber Eats.
Can we get like the Corviknight eats? Like Corviknight just kind of delivers it, or a
Oh.
Pelipper.
Yeah,
The Pelipper would be better.
Yeah, Corviknight's taxi. Pelipper
Yeah.
delivers.
Pelipper would eat it though.
It would just carry it in its bill, and you just kind of
Or
have to get it out.
no. What bird has a part of its body that would be great for carrying things?
Bird.
Oh no, Bombardier.
Either of those two work, because Delibird has a bag of presents, which it's actually its tail. Fun fact, and
Can
also
Delibird even fly though, or is it like an actual penguin
Yeah.
and cannot fly?
No one can actually fly.
Yeah.
Type.
yeah, and then
Okay,
Bombardier
well, some Pokemon.
has that
Little
weird
flying
thing
penguin.
and Bombardier has that weird thing where like it folds down to look like a maid dress, but then you can pull it up as if it's a stork carrying, like the whole stork carrying a baby thing. It's so weird, but they both can carry stuff. They both have built-in inventory.
Layla's now designing a whole delivery system for her world.
I mean,
Yep.
maybe.
Okay, so you give me your contact information for me to send letters to.
Pretty much.
Yeah, I'll give you my mailing address.
But aren't you an out of a no borders doctor? Does that mean like you move around a lot?
Well, I do have a house. I do have a town.
Okay. So I should expect a response time in 1 to 2 months then.
Not 1 to 2 months. That's wild.
I mean,
Well,
actually,
considering
for
the fact
letters,
that
it's
he's not
like
always going to be at his house.
okay.
And
For
travel takes a long
like-
time.
for hand delivered letters, that's actually not even bad.
Eh.
And deliver letters across the ocean.
Yeah, I'm like that's not even just because he's taking a while to respond. That's just because it takes how long it takes to get around.
Yeah.
Unless you have a Zatu do it and teleport it.
Well, who knows?
You gotta pay express shipping for the exclusive Zatu shipping.
Oh my god, yeah.
Okay.
Freaking Amazon
I will
Prime
keep
that.
this in mind, and I'll just add Terry's address to my inventory.
Bro's
And
got
make
his
sure you
IP
do
address.
Terry's second address, this village.
Uh-huh.
Terry's address. Second address.
Yo,
is
what's he
the
typing on?
bucket.
We don't got computers. Personal
No,
computers.
he's typing it in his character sheet.
I see.
Alright,
Seriously.
so Chef, are you
Moving
gonna
this
head
next
back?
to the letter of approval from Draco Eben.
Nice. So Chef, are you gonna head back to the to the capital?
Yeah, I guess I'll head back.
And he'll give me address to his base.
Mm-hmm.
I have
Well,
a base.
They don't have a
Don't
base.
you guys have a base? Silly.
Oh, I'll just
Island.
give you the address to the Cobalt Isle. That's likely where we're going back to once this is all done.
Sure.
Mhm.
I give him my home address, which I haven't been to since the start of the campaign.
Uh-huh. Except for that weird
As
vision.
long as you're be there, it's fine.
Alright. Alright, so Chef, as you exit out of
As
the
I moonwalk out.
Hold on. As you
Oh, okay.
As you step out of the house, you see someone almost walk into you. A shiny Eevee, and they immediately stop as you walk, and they're like, and they like pause for a moment.
Hello.
And then the Eevee just proceeds to immediately turn around and book it.
Okay. Wait a minute. Nah. Couldn't possibly be.
Alright, and then Chef's gonna moonwalk out.
And Chef will mention this to nobody,
Yep.
as Chef tends to do with important events that could cause danger to the party.
Mm-hmm.
I was wondering in the session, I was like, you know what would be funny if Chef was the one that encountered Damien without Micha being there.
I mean, as soon as I realized, wait, he's gonna be all by himself. Ooh, I could do something funny.
The DM is cooking.
Yes, I'm always cooking.
As I'm
So,
walking back, I just go, make sure to water and plant those every day.
and everyone says, we will, thank you.